Hello, welcome to Postcolonial Space. I'm Masood Raja. And first of all, I would like to apologize for not publishing so regularly. Uh, the reason being that, we just made a huge transition. We just moved from Texas to West Virginia. And I've been busy applying for jobs and setting up my life coaching business. So that takes a lot of my time these days. So that's why production of these educational videos and motivational videos have been a has been a bit slow. So my apologies for that. But you still keep coming to the channel, so thank you so much for your support. Today I will just talk briefly about professionalizing yourself. So chances are, if you're on my channel, you're either an academic or you're studying to be an academic or you're studying humanities. And most of the times when we study humanities at a higher level of abstraction, a PhD or MPhil, we usually internalize this idea that we have to somehow then go and work at a university or at a college. And while that is an honorable goal, what it also does is it sets us up for a lot of heartache. Because if you look at the US market, there aren't enough good jobs to absorb the good, promising young doctoral students that we are producing. And so what I wanted to talk about is not to abandon this project of studying humanities. I think it's a worthwhile pursuit, but also as you are doing that, let's say you are in the first year of your PhD program, I would recommend that keep trying to diversify your skills. Okay, so how do you do that? Within your institution, if you're working on a PhD, see if there are any certifications available that you could pursue concurrently, right? So let's say if you're in a literature department, see if they have a teaching certification, see if they have an editing certification, copy editing. Maybe it might require a few extra courses, but by the end, along with your PhD, you will have a certificate given by an institution that says you're also certified to be a copy editor or a proofreader or a developmental editor. It still is connected to the skills that you're learning, but it gives you a whole new field where you can apply for jobs outside of academia. But beyond your own institution, now in the world, there are so many different options available, right? So there is Coursera, there is ed courses, ed tech courses. There are courses on, let's say, design thinking and user experience research. I'll post a link to Interaction Foundation in the description. So as you're working towards your degree and learning deep knowledge about your field of study, do explore these other options that might be tangentially related to what you're studying, but that will open up for you whole other fields where you can apply for jobs when you get out of your graduate program. And I say this, from my own experience. If you look at my career in United States, I am the quintessential academic. Okay, as soon as I got out of my PhD program, I didn't see or experience a single day of precarity. I was hired by a research university out of grad school, and for the rest of the 15 or 18 years, I worked for universities. While that may have been magical and fun, what it also does is it leaves someone like me with no experience of the real world when people like me decide to quit academia, but still have to make a living. But if you followed my views and videos on this channel, you already know that about a year before I decided to quit, I had started retooling myself, right? So I took a 6-month course on life coaching, wonderful course, and it taught me how to become a life coach. And then I took about 30 courses on user experience design. And that prepared me a whole new field of UX research for that. So I would highly recommend that you look into the options that you might have while you're in grad school, but also as you exit grad school and enter the profession, because you never know when you would feel like changing your careers. And while you're doing all that, make sure that you create a good profile on LinkedIn and start building your LinkedIn connections and start building your LinkedIn, LinkedIn profile, because so many of the companies or places that you'll apply for will look at your LinkedIn profile, sometimes in lieu of your resume and CV. So these are some of my thoughts off the cuff, mostly based in my own experience. I hope these are useful to you. If you have any other suggestions for me and for others, please feel free to share them in the comment section. I'll be looking for them. Thank you so much, and I will now see you next time with a video on some other topic. Until then, as always, peace and love.